Okay. A fentanyl-laced letter was sent to Fulton County Elections Office, officials said.
You know that was a mega person.
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, whatever, is responding to recent threats against election officials in Georgia. According to this guy, a letter laced with fentanyl was sent to the Fulton County election official, similar to letters that were sent to local election offices in other states. The letter was intercepted by the post office. Can you imagine working for the post office? They probably got to have all kind of stuff.
They have to have a whole helmet on and a whole
breastplate. Do they make them wear stuff when they go through all that?
I know they wear gloves and probably masks.
They should wear more than that.
I don't know.
With what's going on now?
Armor, put on the whole thing.
Our number one priority is secure elections and protecting the men and women who secure our elections, he said in a press release. We're working with our state and federal partners to determine if any additional Georgia officials are being targeted. Domestic terrorists will not trample on our right to free and fair elections. Election officials should be free from fear and intimidation, which is why I've called on the General Assembly to increase penalties for election interference. We will work tirelessly to ensure that Georgia elections remain free, fair, and secure. Well, according to Comover, they not.
Right. Thank you.
According to him, people just doing all willy-nilly with the ballot.
People are doing all willy-nilly.
Thank you.
Come on now. Oh.
According to the Associated Press, there is no immediate indication that any other election office in Georgia was a target for the letters. The AP was able to obtain an advisory that was sent by the Georgia Emergency Management and Homeland Security. So that's sad.
It is.
This incident underscores the issue of election worker safety and the need for stronger election safety. Our recently opened Elections Hub will allow us to improve security operations as we go into the 2024 elections. I don't even want to know. 2024 is going to be crazy. It's going in the battle states, those battleground states.
Mm-hmm. Iowa is one state they're looking at.
It's going to be horrible. I don't even know how they're going to get through that.
Though. That's not until the end.
I know, but they got to start putting stuff into place now.
Well,
it's going to be bad.
That's one
because his mega people going to be like, you not costing him the election again. And then the night of the election, if it is Trump and Biden, I would suggest nobody be outside. That's my opinion. Because if he doesn't win and it's close.
We just have our armed services ready.
All right. Some of the people in the armed military are mega.
Oh, they can't. They can't do that.
They found in Chicago, remember they just said part of the Proud Boys of that other group? 20-something officers in Chicago or something. They let them all go.
Mega.
They found out by accident.
Yeah.
That's a lot of officers.
This is police officers.
So how do you think?
Mega supporters.
Yeah.
They can look at your social media and everything. They finding you out. You get X.
And that's in Chicago, which is more Democrat. Imagine inside these other places that's more Republican. You know most of the police officers are part of that.
And you can imagine military and police officers, the people who protect us, if something go down and they're all divided, you're going to see MAGA doing their thing. People support MAGA. And
that's why
it's crazy.
That's why some people are afraid of I'm not afraid of nothing anyway.
Exactly.
God is the only person. But they're afraid of Trump becoming president because he's going to put generals that are sympathetic to him. They feel like he could do a coup. He can take over the government.
That's what Hillary Clinton said. Be careful.
People think when we say stuff like that, people think we're joking or it's not going to happen. He already put judges in place in the Supreme Court that will follow what he says.
Yeah.
Clarence Thomas, his wife was out there during January 6th. His wife, a Supreme Court justice's wife, during the insurrection.
And the sad thing.
All right, go ahead.
The sad thing is we're always concerned about the Israel and Ukraine. The war could be within our own country.
Thank you.
It could be here on our grounds.
So if Trump becomes president,
Another civil war.
Don't be surprised if he takes over the whole government. If you get the military, you control the government.
But the thing,
place that if you could control the military, you'll control the government.
But the one thing I don't understand is our judicial system and the timing of it. They actually have a whole year to do what they need to do legally and the right way to say, you don't fit the criteria, you can't run. You're off the ballot to even deal with that first.
Here's your problem.
So he can't even be in the running to possibly win.
Here's your problem. It's the same thing I told Mama when she said that. It ultimately goes to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, what if they say
he
no,
owns the Supreme Court?
I don't think so.
All right,
I don't think so. And then too,
famous last words.
I'm just saying, let's just leave it where prayer warriors really pray.
That's what I said.
Because it would have to be God's intervention to say, okay, I've raised him up for this time, this season, to shake up my people to pray like they supposed to.
Exactly.
Pray for your leaders. Pray for those who have leadership over you. Okay, I will sit him down. The same God.
Let him be the president and take over the country.
The same God who hardened Pharaoh.
Exactly.
The same God who touched Nebuchadnezzar to crawl around like an animal. He holds the king's heart is in his hands.
Yep.
So we got to be on prayer, on our fasting, and doing a lot of intercession for what's happening, because he needs to be sat down. Yeah. But if God still allows him to stay, it's got to be a reason.
And then you got the other side, which is Biden, who with him, we end up in World War III. Nobody cares what he says.
Both sides, yeah. We just got to.
That's what I'm saying. God is making it where you got to look to him. He tired of y'all looking at men. Yes. It don't matter what man you put up in there. Neither one of them are good.
Whose report are we going to believe? What does God say about all this? Who you want in office, Lord?
Yeah.
Who should be our president? Who should be our leaders?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Now this guy, we saw this story. Well, I heard about this story.